Okay. Aisha, click on once again. Thanks. Yes. Sir, I'm going to first open the tally data, and I just want to first start with the first problem. Is there anyone in this group uh, have a trouble in connecting the data from tally Excel? First, I will take connectivity issues. Sorry, anyone could not able to connect, please let me know. So answer is negative. So there is voice disturbance. Voice disturbance, right? But I'm just supposed to everyone, can you able to hear me here?
I think there's a network problem.
Ramajayam sir, voice is not clear.
So voice disturbance. Is that so?
Ramajayam sir, voice is not clear.
No, it cannot. All right, all right. The mic. Arun Bhakta.
Hello. Ramajayam sir, கேக்குறதா?
Yes, yes. Now audio on the mic. Tools line la irukku. Episode throw. Screen sharing அதுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேரிங்னால தான். ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேரிங்
சார் ராமஜெயம் சார்
நம்ம ஸ்டாப் பண்ணனும் எல்லாம் போயிடுச்சு. நீங்க கொஞ்சம் எஸ் சார் எஸ் சார்.
Your I think in
Sir,
SLIC there is a network problem. Your voice
Sir,
is both are not clear. நான் பேசுறது கேக்குறதா?
உங்க வாய்ஸ் இப்ப கட் ஆயிடுச்சு சார். I think இன்ஸ்டிடியூட்ல பேண்ட்வித் கம்மியா இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
Yes, yes, institute the problem.
Yeah, now we connecting from Wi-Fi to wired. Just hold on sir. அப்படியே இருங்க. No internet. நிஜி போயிடுது. Interruption. தெரியுதா? ஆட்டோமேட்டிக் உத்தரவா? இல்ல இல்ல, பண்ண பிறகு நீங்க எதுல போறது எனக்கே தெரியல.
Ramjan, you can mute your mic and then once it is getting connected, you can talk. That will be better.
Sir, it's getting correct, sir. It got
Sir, voice is clear. Now the voice is clear.
okay. Voice is clear. Shall I proceed on?
Yeah, now voice is clear.
All right. Yes. Thank you, sir. Sir, I'll stop my video for a while because I think அதுதான் பிரச்சனை நினைக்கிறேன். நீங்க ரெக்கார்டிங் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா? நான் ஸ்கிரீன் மட்டும் ஷேர் பண்ணிடுறேன். So friends, I want to first take the problems what you are in connecting tool Tally connector. If you have any problem in connecting, let me know. I'm going to resolve it now. So any questions on connectivity? Arun sir, my voice is clear now. இல்லப்பா அவங்க ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் வர மாட்டேது.
No,
Yeah, voice is clear, voice is
Ramjan,
clear.
still it is breaking, Ramjan. It's not very clear.
You're getting my voice?
No, we are
Okay.
getting your voice, but not that much clear of connection. Okay?
Yes. So yeah. So now please tell me, you have any problem in connecting the Tally data to Excel? I'll first take it on. Anyone? It's all are connected. Yes, sir. So I'm ready to take your questions one by one. Please start with your questions, sir. Screen is not shared now, sir. Now the screen is shared. Sir, also, if you have time to please go to this GitHub page, because when you do the session, people will initially ask doubts relating to connectivity. So if you go into my profile in GitHub, github.com Ramajayam CA, I'll put it in a notepad for a while. So if you go to this profile, you can click on this Tally connector. Here,
put it in the chat box, Ramjan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. You go to particular page, Tally connector, step by step how to upload the TDL, how to attach it with the Tally, and then how to change the connectivity to both, which will be none. And you should check whether you have a 64-bit Excel. Then you have to go in this place. By the way, you need to restart the Tally in administrator mode and connect this and take all these fields. So these are the 15 fields in ledger data and this 36 fields in the voucher data. So I believe you will not have any troubles with this. And there I've given a link to the Tally reference manual on how to connect this to extract the data also is being shared. I'll also put that in the chat box for a while. It is there in the same page. Yeah. So I believe you have trouble in connecting the data. Correct, sir? So now I'll go and open Tally. Now I'll open the training data. So data, give me a moment. I'll keep my data open ready. Done. And I'm going to put a Excel file.
Sir, return ಆಗಲ್ಲ.
So 2 clicks. I'm going to go to data, get data, other sources, Microsoft Tally ODBC. I'm going to select SARC ledger, all the fields. Finish. So this I'm going to rename as ledger. Sheet as ledger. Then again, one more time, data, get data, other sources, Microsoft query. This time voucher data. This part will take some time depending upon your system speed and the size of the company. So here it loaded in less than 5 seconds because it has smaller data, demo data. So this is voucher. So the first question, I'll take it. So someone has asked me how to take this to a Power Pivot. Sir, simple. By you can be on this table, go to Power Pivot window, click on Add Data to Model. Add Data to Model. So in this place, initially it will take a while to load. Okay, this table will be loaded to the Power Pivot window. You can change this data source name to voucher. Again, you can close this window, come back to Excel, the other ledger. I'm going to be on the sheet and click on Power Pivot, add data model. That's it. This is done. I'm going to change the data source name from Tally query to ledger. Okay. So here, after this, we can define the relationship between these two tables. You know, the ledger table as ledger name, it is linked with the voucher table ledger name. Voucher table ledger name here. So instead of linking with the textual part of it, you have some field called ledger master ID. Ledger master ID. And in ledger also, you have a field called master ID. So in terms of the relationship between this master data called ledger and the transactional data called voucher is one to many. So you can click on with create relationships. So it will be taking the ledger table master ID, and I can move on to voucher table. It's being loaded. Then I can click on with voucher ledger master ID. I'm searching for the field called this is the voucher master ID, ledger master ID. So I'm going to give OK now. Now it is these both fields are linked, and if you go to chart view, diagram view, so both the table has been imported to a Power Pivot window, sir.
Ram, one person is asking.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, I'm not seeing the chat, sir.
Okay, you are saying that I am unable to get the connections adding. Connections add-in, what do you mean, sir? Abdul?
I'm able to connect. Problem with the Excel, with the you can in this sheet, you can click on this, go pivot and add. If you could not add any, even Excel small table also you can add, sir. So even for example, I copy this array, put it in a sheet. I should be capable of adding it.
Saying about TDL loading error, Ramajayam.
So TDL loading errors?
No, that's what he is mentioning.
network connection adding. No. Abdul Kudus, let us know what is.
I think he can share his screen, right?
So in our manage.
We are getting disruption in your voice, Ramajayam, right?
So it's drawn in the design mode, the diagram view. Yeah. I'll take that query next, sir. So now the relationship is drawn and it is linked, sir. Yes. Any other doubts, sir, on this before I move on to the next question? Okay, close. So next question on connection of I cannot hear his voice. So உங்களுக்கு அவர் பேசுறது எனக்கு கேட்கும். நமது இருக்குல்ல நம்மளுக்கு
We can't hear you. Ramajayam. We can't hear you properly. There's
You cannot hear me.
No. We can't hear you properly. So much of network problem. Okay. It's not so clear.
Sir, now institute is asking me, shall we connect a mobile data or something?
That will be better. Okay, you can connect with 4G. That is enough. Okay?
Now it's fine.
No, even now it's not.
வரவே மாட்டேது. என்னடா இப்படி பண்றீங்க? நீங்க பெரிய டேட்ஸ் இருப்பீங்க.
Actually, our institute's network is very nice only. Why it's not getting like
Yeah.
this? Are you from Chennai SARC only?
Clear. இப்ப கேக்குது. என்னப்பா? There are some other problems, like, really, get to know. I have to do the network wire itself.
Okay, you join with the mobile data.
I guess, sir. Even your voice, I cannot able to get complete.
No, you can join with your mobile data.
It was clear. What the person me is arranging this program is sir.
You please join with mobile data, Ramajayam.
Outside the issue. இல்ல சார் இந்த ஸ்பீடா
அப்பனா வரணுமே, ஏன் வரல? எங்களுக்குலாம் ஸ்பீடா தான் இருக்கு
சார்.
சார் ராமஜெயம் சார், ரத்னகிரி சார் சொல்ற மாதிரி எங்களுதெல்லாம் கிளியரா தான் இருக்கு.
அருண் சார் பேசுறது நல்லா இருக்கு. நாங்க பேசுறது நல்லா இருக்கு.
ஆக்சுவலி அங்கதான் ஏதோ நெட்வொர்க் ப்ராப்ளம்.
எஸ் சார்.
அங்க வந்து பேண்ட்வித் ஏதோ டவுன் ஆகுது. நீங்க சம்டைம்ஸ் கிளியரா வந்து இமிடியேட்டா டவுன் ஆயிடுது.
சார் இப்போ எப்படி இருக்கு சார்? I've changed a different laptop now.
That is better.
Yeah, fine. Clear. உங்க வாய்ஸ் எனக்கு நல்லா கேக்குது.
உங்க வாய்ஸ் இப்போ உங்களுக்கு நல்லா கேக்குது.
நீங்க
I think now it is okay, Ram.
Yes. சார் இப்போ பரவாயில்லையா? வேற சிஸ்டம்.
பரவாயில்லை பரவாயில்லை. கிளியரா
சூப்பர். உடனே கேக்குது எனக்கு. ஃபைன். ஆல்ரைட். சிஸ்டம் தான் பிரச்சனை. Sir, yes, sir. Over to this Abdul Kudus. Yeah. I'm unable to get the connection in. It is showing TDL error. Yes. What is the exact problem, Abdul Kudus? Which portion it is? I'm ready to clarify. Abdul? Abdul Kudus, I have downloaded the TCP file. என்ன பிரச்சனைன்னு சொல்ல மாட்டாரு. எங்க பிரச்சனை? Which stage? Okay, Abdul Kudus, can you just speak over the mic, please? I can clarify you.
Hello.
Yes, Abdul. Yeah,
Hello.
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, I've actually downloaded the TCP file, but when I'm trying to open, it shows that there is some error, TDL error. We are not able to load the TDL into Tally. That is what it's showing.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Which place you are getting? This place? Are you getting this Tally here?
No, sir. When initially we download both the files, right? Connections.tcp.
Yes.
And after that, we load the TDL, add TDL there,
Yes. Yes.
in connectivity.
Yeah.
After that, when I'm trying to load it, it is showing that there is a error in TCP file. That is
Fine,
what
sir.
it's showing.
This screen you have done, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. After this, you are going to Excel.
Yes, sir.
Get data, other sources, Microsoft query.
No, sir, in the Tally itself, I'm not getting that ODBC connection. That is what I'm saying.
So this
This one I'm
particular
not
option,
getting,
settings,
sir.
connectivity, you are not getting.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This option settings itself is not there, sir. Which
Yes,
Tally
sir.
version you are using, sir?
Tally. I'm once again therefore rewriting the data. This is.
So your AnyDesk, sir?
Yes,
do
sir.
you have AnyDesk, sir? You want me to come and help you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
No, I'll once again try to download the same from your GitHub and try once again.
All right, sir. Yes, sir. I'll wait for you, sir. I'll go on to the next question, sir. Yes, friends. Shall I take on the next question?
Sir, this is from Hubli. Will this run on Tally ERP9? Because I tried, it was not running.
Sir, I'm not sure, sir. I'm not connected because last 3 years the Tally has migrated to Prime, and this was developed on keeping Prime into mind. I've never tried on ERP, sir.
Here in Hubli, what is happening is we have a session on 9th, and we have asked how many of them are using Prime and how many of their client are using 9. Still, this year, many of them are in ERP9, wherever it is.
No, sir. This has been done keeping 9 keeping in mind and 9, sir.
Okay. Sir, I have one query on this fast entry. Can I ask now, or shall I?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please.
Sir, regarding fast entry, purchase entry will have 2 debits, or rather 3 debits and 1 credit. In input sheet, we have only 1 column for debit.
Correct. Sir, what that will do is, sir, power pivot table will actually take the sum total of the debits and net debits and credits to the GST ledger and do it, sir. So even though you are taking 4 times you are debiting CGST and 4 times you are crediting SGST, let's assume different rates, but still it will be capable of taking all the total into one line.
No, sir. Sorry, I think I have not put my question correctly.
Okay.
For example, I have a purchase entry. Purchase account debit, CGST account debit, SGST account debit, and credit to party.
Okay.
Fast entry, not this. Fast entry TDL.
What is fast entry?
You had 2 TDLs, no, sir, in the training. One is regarding this.
Okay. Fast entry, Excel import into Tally.
Yeah.
Sir, so, only plain vanilla debits and credits. A simple debit and credit is given to the members at free, sir.
Okay.
That involves some kind of additional work. So I am not given that as a freeware to use it to the members, sir. I understand you want to import compound entry into Tally, which has 1 debits and multiple credits.
Yes.
Okay. You can check on with a lot of other sir, tools available.
Done.
Yes, sir. Next, any other question, sir, for you? Shall I move on to the next person, sir? Yes. So any other?
Sir, can you once more please send your that website ID?
Yes, sir. GitHub Ramajayam C connector. Yeah. Yes, sir, given. It is already there in the group as well, sir. I'm trying to post it.
Sir, good evening, sir. This is Deepak from Salem.
Yes, sir. சொல்லுங்க sir. Yes.
Sir, இப்போ group companiesல வந்து எப்படி சார் நம்ம இதை extract பண்ணலாம்? For example, group
Sir, one
companies.
by one only, sir. One by one only you have to
One by
extract,
one.
sir. Extract and copy paste, sir.
Fine, sir. Fine. So
I have
நம்ம
done it for the group company, sir. I've done
Okay,
it
sir.
and deployed it in 2 places.
Okay.
In fact, to the SIRC also I've done. Still, it is in the testing phase, sir.
Sharing, sir. Fine.
I'm not very confident about the results of that. So if there are 5 companies, 10 companies, it's better to do it individually and keep it in one place.
Fine, sir. Okay. Okay. Sharing, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Yes.
Sir, Sasikumar from Erode, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I was trying to extract from cost center-wise details. Why it is not possible to
Cost
include
center-wise, I have not flexed it, sir.
So, is it possible to modify the code, sir? From my side, if I try doing something, developing the code, modifying, is it
you can learn TDL and modify, sir.
Okay. So from your side, how can I, where can I start learning this TDL cost center? Because I'm asking few people, they are saying a cost central module is something different. It cannot be included with the transactional details like where people.
No, not like that, sir. Not like that, sir. I've sold those things personally to another chartered accountant also. It is possible, sir. But if you want to do, you have to learn a basic programming language like C or C++. Then you can learn TDL, sir. Then you can end up at doing this, sir. I'm ready to guide you. You can connect with me personally, sir, on this.
Okay, for that I need developer license, right, sir?
No, sir, not at all. Not at all.
Okay. Developer license is not required.
Developer license, why it is required, sir? When you write the TDL code and give it to the clients, if you don't want the clients to see your code, then you need to encrypt the code.
Oh, fine, fine.
Encryption process, you need the developer license, 9,000 rupees for a year.
Yeah, I have seen that one, sir. So
yes, apart from that encryption, you can simply write. You just don't need a license, sir.
That writing is possible without the license. So
yes,
for
yes,
that,
yes.
I need basic C++ coding knowledge.
Sir,
right?
no, sir. Just not like that one tablet mari kadiyadu, sir. C படிச்சிட்டா இது பண்ணிடலாம்னு. First you have to learn C++, get a basic understanding of how our programming language works, like looping, இதெல்ல database and data structures எப்படி இருக்கு, what is the relationship, and all of this, and the Tally has something called object oriented database. You should understand how the objects oriented database, how the data sources are arranged. Then you can do this.
Okay, sir. What kind of schema I need to refer, sir? Because if I do, if I try to understand where the
so there is one more crosstalk I can Ratnagiri sir, your mic is on, sir. Can you turn on, sir? Ratnagiri sir. Yes. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, so what schema that cost and trace plays, sir? That one alone, I didn't understand.
Sir, one of the objects inside a ledger objects, the cost center is available, sir.
Okay, fine, sir. Fine. So that part alone, I got stuck, sir. Oh, I will try routing, and I will connect you personally, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. Next question, sir. Yeah, can you please repeat once again extracting through TDL? Mr. Dilip, sir. M. Dilip. Sir, this session is being recorded. You can check this out, sir, later. Yes. Shall I move on to the next question, sir? Yeah. Sir, any other questions, sir, on this? But I have a lot of inputs to all of you, sir. In this last one and a half months, I got a variety of inputs from various sources on this particular data. Mic. I want a mic, mouse for this.
Ramajayam, can I ask one question, Ramajayam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is it possible to download the data only for a particular period? For example, Already I have data for another 11 months. Can I add
Yes, sir.
just last 1 month data?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will show you, sir. So
Okay.
this is a whole data, sir, because it is from 1/4/2020.
Okay.
I hope you can see my screen.
I'm not seeing it.
21/3/21, sir. 945 lines of data is there.
Okay.
You want only one particular month. Go to Tally,
Yes.
sir.
Okay.
Give Alt F2 in this home page in the gateway of Tally. Alt
Okay.
F2. I'll take from 1st October 2020,
Okay.
second half early.
Okay.
Then I change it. Then I'll come here and refresh. Right
Okay.
click here, right click and refresh. Thank you. So now there are only around 482 lines of data, sir.
Okay.
This date starts with 1st of October 2020.
Okay.
So if it is a continuous Tally data, sir, you can go and change it to any period in
also.
this gateway of Tally here in the
Okay.
current period. So whatever that current period, only data gets imported, not all the periods.
Okay. Okay.
And even you can go and do a refresh here in this ledger table. Now the ledger table opening balances also will undergo a change because of the period change.
Okay.
And also for an additional control, what period is selected in Tally also mentioned here from and to.
Okay.
So likewise, the same thing is mentioned in the voucher table as well. So this will provide us an additional control on exactly which period we are working on. All right, sir, your doubt is clarified,
Yes.
sir?
Yes. Yes. Definitely. Thank you.
Yes. Yes, Bharati madam, you want any other doubt, madam? Any doubts? But I have more inputs on this, sir. I know I'll come back after clearing all individual doubts. I have a lot of inputs to be shared. In the last 45 days, I got some learning out of this.
I think you can share it first because after that people may be getting some doubts.
No, sir. First, let me started with the doubts. I'll clarify all the doubts, sir. Yes. So there are a lot of people. Karthik, welcome, sir. Any doubts, sir?
Sir, will be interested in knowing what is the development in 45 days, sir.
Okay. I'm fine, sir.
Suspense ரொம்ப வைக்காதீங்க சார்.
இல்ல சார் நான் பார்த்தேன். chat window மட்டும் வர மாட்டேங்குது. Pop out. Pop up. Yes. So there is no more doubts, I guess, sir. It's working. Okay. So I got a message from the chat box from Deepak Siddharth. It is this TDL works in Tally ERP also. So no problem. All right. So what is that I learned in this last 45 days. So
what about the new version release? It is a 3 Tally Prime, whether it is working Prime?
Sir, it is working, sir. It is working.
Okay, is there is any actually there seems to be some bugs there in the third version?
Yes, sir. Sir, Tally 3.0, there are bugs because it is a bigger version. The database really got doubled, and you have a problem like some internal linking, because multiple GSTNs you can pass it in the same company. For example, you have a company here, it's a private limited company having an operation in 5 states and 5 different GST numbers. Earlier you used to need to have 5 different data. Now you can do all in single company. Each voucher type specific, you can have one link to one GST number. So it's a major upgrade they have done, and there are some problems. Now they've moved out to a version called Tally 3.0. 3.0.1.
Okay.
So user. So
now that those errors now it is rectified,
but I suggest it's some more time required, sir, for the Tally solutions to really do a stabilization process. I request personally to the members that if it is a very significant one, please hold it for some time. If it is a smaller data, you can go and convert into 3.0 and start advising the clients to use it. Otherwise, I would suggest you to wait for some more time before the members train to 3.0. And please don't go to 3.0 directly. Go to 3.0.1. Now that is a stable version given by Tally. I've been following this for closely, sir. Now, no, I think still you have 3.0. No, yeah, 3.0.1 they have released, sir, some 10-15 days back. So within a month they have changed the version. That means there is some workaround has been made. But since it is a major upgrade, I would suggest you to wait for some more time before you log in. Maybe wait for another or 2 more quarters before it being stabilized. Then you can migrate to 3.0, whatever the higher version available. Yes, sir. So shall I move on to this, sir, to this data? Sir, you have seen some examples like 269 SS and T transactions like that. I can show you some more items. For example, let me just select a whole year, LTF2, 1/4/2020. Sir, many of you had a trouble. The entities will have multiple GST ledgers, where it is very difficult for us to do a reconciliation. Have you ever come across, sir, in this GST reconciliation using this tool?
Which is the latest version of Tally Prime?
3.0.1, sir.
So that is available for all users.
Available for all users, yes, sir. Available
even for network users.
No, any user it is available, sir. I've just shown you now, sir.
Ramajayam sir, small doubt in Tally Prime also.
Yes, sir.
Now a few of the vendors are offering Tally on cloud.
Yes, sir.
They are offering for each and separate user basis. Per user, they are charging on user basis.
Yes, sir.
Already we have a Tally license, users license. We have Tally users license.
Yes,
Can we get some cloud space? Our Tally can be put it in that and use it as our already we are using it through local server, no? Like that.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Because that runs in a Linux system, sir, inside AWS. So any license, your license,
even we can get it the cloud space in Linux also. We are able to get it, no?
Correct, sir. But it actually not a Linux. Tally is a Windows application, sir.
Oh.
Tally is a Windows application, but AWS, sir, Windows is costly. Linux is free, sir. Linux is an open source software.
Yeah, like Android. Because they are charging per user 6,000, 7,000.
No. Why that some amount they are charging is for the server power and maintenance and the maintenance of the data center. But if they instead of Linux, if they host it in Windows, they will incur additional license cost for Windows. That is why they're going for Linux. Unfortunately, Tally is not developed in Linux. It is developed inside Windows. So Linux, there is something called Wine, W-I-N-E, Wine app, Windows emulator. So it creates an environment to run a Windows application. So there is an additional application installed in Linux. Inside that application, Tally is installed. So it is like suitcase kulla or suitcase irukra mari. So அந்த இடத்துல Tally run பண்ண வச்சு AWS ல
it means simply we are not able to hire a cloud space and We
Yes.
cannot put it our tally in that cloud space
Yes,
and use
yes.
it as a various user, like a multiple user. Even though we have a multiple user license, we are unable to use it. No.
Correct, correct. When you give it to that AWS online, you cannot use. Only solution is you can go for a Windows server online and have 4 or 5 users and share it. But that will be pricey. It will be at least
Well, that is
1,000 rupees to
already I
1,500
spoke
rupees.
to them. They are that is what they are charging, almost 6,000 rupees per year.
Yes, no. If you put to Windows, it will charge you. It will take you close to 1,500 to 2,500 a user.
Okay.
Then 200 users you can put with the same license you can work. No problem.
Okay.
Sir, shall I move on to the next one, sir? Yeah. Sir, this is a demo data, sir, from a test company where you have multiple GST.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, the said after after loading I've changed the system and tried to load in that TDL. Now I'm able to get, but then once I'm trying to get the data from Microsoft, where it isn't showing that tally ODBC.
Yes, sir. Sir, you have to right click, run the tally in administrative mode and check, sir.
Achha.
You have to please read the instructions completely in GitHub, sir.
Okay.
Take some time. It will certainly come. Yeah. Sir,
Okay.
can you able to see my screen, sir? The variety of ledgers. Friends, can you all see my screen? I don't know whether you can able to see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
yes, sir.
So this particular client had like 21, 22, some old data, multiple ledgers for GST. We don't get one ledgers. Am I right, sir? So now GST reconciliation is a trouble if you see this data, because you see CGST, you have multiple ledgers. All these are CGST ledgers, input and output. Now, if you reconcile, you put a columnar data, you will get that 15 columns in the report. Now I'm going to show you, sir, how to do a reconciliation in the shortest possible time. Even the clients have multiple numbers of ledgers. So anyone have a workaround of this, sir? Anyone face this trouble before I start? சார் யாருக்காவது இந்த பிரச்சனை இருக்கா சார்?
சார் எனக்கு இருக்கு சார். இந்த மாதிரி வந்துச்சுன்னா மேல ஒரு காமன் ஐடி கொடுத்துருவேன். சிஜிஎஸ்டி எல்லா பர்சன்டேஜுக்கும் மேல சிஜிஎஸ்டி கொடுத்துருவேன். ஸோ சப்மிட் பண்ணி எடுத்துக்கலாம்.
Okay, no, sir. I can give you a simple solution on this, sir. Sir, I have seen some clients using 75 ledgers, sir, for GST alone.
Okay, in that case, that is impossible, sir. My method.
Yes. So, sir, everyone started having like rate-wise ledger, sir. But Tally suggests not have only one ledger for all the rates. One CGST ledger, one SCST ledger, and one IGST ledger, irrespective of fact whether it is input or output. So I'm going to show you, sir. Please pay attention here. Sir, what I'm going to do is simple. Instead of having so many ledgers, I'm going to create a group inside duties and taxes in that as a called a CGST group, SGST group, and IGST group. Map all the ledgers into that group. Okay, and do an analysis. So I'm going to alter screen. Control Enter will be altering screen for this in ledger. It is grouped under duties and taxes. I'm going to create a subgroup called CGST group. GP under duties and taxes. So any ledger falling under CGST, I'm going to put under CGST group. So simple process, sir. So again, I'm going to Control Enter. This time I'm not going to create because already created, mapping it. Yes. So all CGST has been mapped, sir. Now do a simple group called a CGST group. Yes. So now SGST there, sir. I'm going to create one more group called SGST under duties and taxes. I'm going to create another group called IGST. Sales also, if I want, I can say this one. I don't know whether CGC or SGC. I'm just leaving these two ledgers as it is. Otherwise, if I can put another group also, I can do it. Sir, now all the ledgers gone to a group, sir, like a parent group like this. So what I'm going to do is, this is a demo data, sir, some random data we connected. So I'm going to go to this voucher, right click and refresh. Yes. So this whole data, I think 5,000 lines has been imported now, sir. So again, if you can go to the original, the original link, bit.ly bit.ly/fdp tech CAH. Yeah. So in my session, I have this worked file. I believe that you all referring this particular data. It's a bit slow here, sir. Give me a moment. I don't know what happened to my internet here. Yeah. So I'll show you, sir. First, I thought of showing you the original one. It's not downloading, but later you can refer that. In my system, there is some network issue. So I'm going to select all the vouchers, insert a pivot table, then select the key. That is the list of all vouchers. In my case, first step, listing down all the vouchers. 1,900 vouchers are there. I'm going to take the amount and put it under the values. 0. Why it is 0? Because debits and credits are equal. Now what is that, sir? I have to take, put it in the columns. Friends, for GST reconciliation, which one I have to put in the columns?
Group, sir.
No, it was ledger actually. It was ledger, because if I have one ledger in CGST, HGST, but now I have to take group, I have to take parent. Now all groups will be coming. I'll take primary group to the slicer, and take only items falling under duties and taxes. Again, inside duties and taxes, there is a ledger falling under duties and taxes. So I'm going to take primary group also, or again, give me a moment. I take parent also again as a slicer, and I take only CGST, SGST. Yes, done. So now, even though that there are a lot of ledgers for CGST, SGST, it's all grouped under 3 groups and take us total. Now we can do a VLOOKUP for the date, VLOOKUP for the party name, GST number, the other things from the format you can follow and do a reconciliation. So multiple GST ledgers created by the party, no problem. Simple way by grouping you can complete. Sir, you have any questions on this, sir? Anyone?
Sir,
So,
putting
yeah.
both, sir, putting both input and output in the same CDST group.
Yes. I put both all, because minuses are debits.
Okay.
The outputs are positive, sir. See, journals are all inputs.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Understood. Now, one more question. In the values amount, in the pivot table values box amount, row box, what, sir? In the rows?
Yeah. Please, no, I'm just navigating.
Actually, I am in mobile, sir, so not visible.
No problem, sir. I think people can take a screenshot of this, sir. Early, this one was instead of ledger name, now it has been parent. Only
Okay,
change.
sir.
Already
Okay.
my data is shared with you in that.
Okay. Now rows box also. Rows box.
Yeah.
ROWS.
Rows, it is a key. It is the ledger
Okay.
key,
Voucher key.
listing. Yeah, voucher
Okay.
key.
Okay. Okay.
So I think
Thank
people
you.
can take a screenshot of this. Sir, in my original working, when it has single ledger for CGST or single ledger for SGST and IGST, here it is ledger name, not ledger parent.
Understood. Understood. Thank
Simply
you.
I'm grouping that.
Sir, how do we get the taxable value on this?
Sir, taxable value, you can do a sum if, sir. I could not able to bring down the, no, I'll do it, sir. I'll do it the whole case again. You have to copy from this place, you have to copy and paste it to a, as a value to a sheet, sir. Okay. You can take a date, party name, aprama GSTN, then voucher number, then aprama total taxable value. Sir, date can be VLOOKUP up, sir. You can do a VLOOKUP from this row labels to the voucher table. From the key, you can put 5,0. You can give the date, sir. Okay. Voucher number also, you can do a VLOOKUP from this table to 4,0. Party name also, you can do a VLOOKUP. $24,0.
Sir, this test data will be shared, sir. Whatever
Sir,
you are
this is
working
my
on.
data, sir. Test data is already shared, sir. This is my
No.
data where there is a complexity. Live data I'm showing you, sir.
Okay.
So GST number is not available for this voucher. So total taxable value, you need to do sum ifs IFS. So you have to do the sum range. Sum range is this amount column. Sir, in the pivot itself, my people are taking some taxable value, sir. Slightly complicated. I'm not bringing it here. My office people have started to do inside the pivot itself. So this is the sum range. Criteria range one, I'm going to do it as this voucher key, where I've already given the criteria. Criteria range 2, I'm going to take it as this revenue. If this revenue means it will be a P&L account item. So this is the taxable value, sir. Done, sir. So the total data for reconciliation is ready. Already I've done this and I put you on this GitHub, sir. I'll see whether that page has been opened now or not. Tally TDL. Yeah, this folder, sir. Inside this folder, data push into Tally, collections, data pull from Tally. This is the current file, sir. This is the file where I've already done this working and put you for you can refer this file for the formulas. Okay. Shall I move on, sir? Shall I move on, sir? Fine. Sir, you all audible, sir? Am I? Arun,
yes,
sir?
sir, very much. Very
Yes.
much.
Fine. I'll move on. Yeah. So with this, the entire data set is complete. The GST number also came. Few it's not coming. The party has not entered.
Sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Sir, in all the modifications or any working needs to be done in this voucher sheet only. I mean, the voucher file extracted from ODBC only and not the main one.
Any more, what modification, sir? I'll tell you, sir. For example, you want to alter this, something is being changed. You can go to this tally and change this entry in the live tally itself. If at all the change is required. Then you can come to this particular sheet and right click and do a refresh. Then you can go to this pivot table and right click and refresh. That's it, sir. Data is done. You can copy paste and do the same formulas. Done. So now if it is input, you can put a type called input. For example, the gross total lesser than zero or all debits, sir. I can check very well. Only journals will be there. Purchases will be there. Purchases will be there. I can go here and type as ITC. The remaining balances, the blanks I can take as output. Sir, one shot, I've completed all of this, sir. ITC can be verified with 2A or 2B. Output can be verified with GSR 1. That's it. Now, shall I show what I've learned in this 45 days, sir? Or you have any more questions which I need to take it forward? I think there are two more messages.
Sir, 269 SS and you have shown. Can you show once more, sir?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
269 and 269.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm going to rename the sheet. Actually, I cannot share this, sir. I have some client data. Fine. I'll move on, sir. So I'm going to select all the voucher. Go to insert. Click on pivot table. Done. Sir, 269 SST will be certainly on the hidden in the debtors and the creditors ledger, sir. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the ledger name, take it to the rows. So all the ledgers are done. So I'm going to take the voucher type. Voucher type name, take it to columns. I'll track the amount column as a count here. It will sum by default, value field setting, it will do count. So now what has happened, sir? Now the count of each ledger is taken, sir. If you want, you can take a screenshot of this pivot, sir. I'll slightly, make it bigger. Shall I move, sir?
Sir, Ramajayam, sir, one small doubt.
When
I try to load the tally, that is a connector TCP file, the T0027 error is coming, sir.
Sir, I'll come, sir. I'll come back, sir. Sir. I'll finish this. And
okay,
sir.
Okay, sir. Thank
one
you.
more person is also trying, I guess. I will do.
Okay.
Sir, this particular, this is what I put it in the pivot table, sir, for 216 SST. So now I'm going to select group by group. For example, I'm going to take primary. I'll take the primary group as a slicer. Yes. Sir, I want to verify the creditors. Generally in creditors only it will be hidden. I'm going to click on creditors, sir. Sir, can a creditor have receipt entry, sir? Sir, can you see the screen, sir?
Yes, sir.
Sir, these receipts are probable 269 SST, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So see here, sir, purchases and receipt. If there is no purchases, we can really take this cognizance of this risk.
Okay, sir.
Two receipts are there. Here there is one. If there is no purchases, only receipt, then, sir, this is a 216 SST, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is an item of 216 SST because you have receipts and journal, sir. Can a creditor account be like this, sir?
Yes, understood, sir. Understood.
Yeah.
How to.
And in this place, in the slicer, you can take sundry debtors also. You can check this like this, sir. Can a debtor have a payment, sir? Sir, on one more point, sir, you can double click on this. You will end up at the same transaction also. You want to see this particular transaction, slightly weird, double click. Which transaction?
Yes.
Payment voucher number is 515. Date is this much. And
also, we can right click and show details. Also, will show that.
Oh, I never know this, sir.
Yes, sir. Right click and show details.
Okay.
Also
Same
will...
thing, sir. Same thing is happening. Yeah. So this is 216 SS, sir. Sir, shall I go on with any more questions, sir? Before I need to take.
Sir, one more question.
Yeah.
In the previous case, suppose we are changing the tally company erroneously, our
Ah.
data will change.
Yes, no. So it will change. That is a provision to make it static, not dynamic.
Yeah.
So,
So
you can
how
go
to
to
break
voucher.
the connection?
Yeah,
How to break the connection?
Go to table design. Unlink.
Okay, sir.
You click this, the connection is forever lost. It's a independent, standalone data. Sir, I would suggest you, when you take sessions, you tell these chartered accountants and the students who are going to attend the session, ask them to save this as a master file somewhere in the C or D.
Okay, sir.
And after importing, copy this and work. Don't ask them to every time import, do from the scratch. All the pivoting.
Okay, sir. Okay.
This will help the chartered accountant saving lot of time repeating this again and again.
So the same master file they will use for all the clients.
Yes. And
afterwards they can
no. They will first need to save it somewhere, sir. Import it, copy the file and put it into the client folder.
Okay, sir.
Unlink.
Understood.
Then do the audit.
Okay.
Don't.
Sir, I had a similar doubt. Actually,
yes,
sir asked my doubt. My doubt was that this is what I wanted to ask. Since this is a live data and tally will be open all the time, my doubt was that, I mean, as you informed us, we'll copy this data and put it, unlink the data and put it in the client's folder. But I mean, whenever if we want to open another client, for example, this data pertains to XYZ client. I'll copy this and put it in XYZ. Later, after some time, I want to work on ABC company. So I can simply open this Excel sheet in the master sheet and I can just refresh the data after opening the tally. Then is this going to work?
Yes.
Achha. So this is going to save
copy that master data to that particular Y client, paste it in the Y folder and link. You can continue like this.
What we have been actually doing is whenever, because not everyone actually maintains the data in tally. When they are maintaining in tally, it is okay. If they are maintaining in any other software, is there any way to get that data? This is how, because in tally also, whenever, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I have point, sir. There is a question also raised by the president. You are doing everything with respect to tally. Did you cover any cloud technologies? Okay, and I can still recall before the session on 15th of June, 11th or 12th, we had a session. Someone was raising the same question. Any cloud-based product we are taking? And we said we are going to plan to do Zogo, but Zogo now came to do some more programs by themselves in Chennai. So there is a product called Zogo Analytics. A similar data is available in Zogo Analytics, which you can copy and paste it, but it is available as sales data, purchases data, the stock related data, the journal data, the payments data. Is available in 6 different data sources similar to this table, which can be kept and linked. So every ERP, sir, irrespective of fact, even if it is SAP, Microsoft Dynamics, in SAP, I know there is a menu called Business Analytics. A similar data sources where we can, with some little effort, we can arrive at connect with Excel and work. So every standardized ERP has a similar, a structure to give this output. You can try
that means this is a one shot for all. Instead of extracting or exporting each individual ledger into Excel from the tally, because whenever we are trying to work on some data and we are having some doubt, what we do is we export it to Excel and then work. Instead of that, this once master data, including all ledgers, will be downloaded, and whatever the thing is required, we'll accordingly filter it out and work on that. That is what, right?
Correct, sir.
Okay, sir.
So any other questions, sir? I think there's some questions related to connectivity. Sir, please see that connectivity when you're going to take the sessions, tell them it should be a 64-bit machine. Tally Prime will certainly work only in a 64-bit machine, sir. If they bring out with Tally ERP, then there is some problem. Make sure the Excel has a 64-bit. So you have to go to File, go to Options, and ask them to click on, sorry, not options, sir, sorry. File, go to Account, check on with About Excel, and see in this particular place it is 64. If it is not 64, sir, the connectivity will not work. So please make sure this. I think even 2-3 faculties in our program brought the laptop with a 32-bit machine. We tried 1 or 2. We could change to 64 and connect.
Sir, in Tally, by pressing Control Alt B, we can understand what is the bit information of our individual Tally. Control Alt B for Bombay.
Okay, okay. Sir, also Tally Prime only works in a 64-bit machine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tally Prime does not have 32-bit. So I'm happy. Sir, there are 3 components, sir. One is the operating system should be a 64-bit. Second one, Tally and Excel should be a 64-bit. If the operating system is not 64-bit, Tally Prime itself will not install. So when our members of this program bring in their laptop with the 64-bit Tally Prime or Tally Prime, it is deemed that the operating system is 64. Prime is also 64. Only thing is we have to make sure that the office they bring in that Excel should have 64-bit. And make sure they run the Tally in administrator mode. So, sir, I think this is a very crux in connectivity, sir. I believe many of you that day in the faculty development program, 90-95% of you would have connected. After connecting, you spent your own time in your office and you got some results. I can see many faculties, at least 10 of them reached to me personally on showing this kind of data, sir, I'm doing this kind of thing. So they've got the visualization slightly to a next level of taking this data to another greater extent and utilizing it in their profession. So the key crux is we have to make sure the participants, either 15, 5, 10 or 25, whoever are attending, make sure this gets connected first to them. And also I would suggest you have enough number of volunteers, CA final students or the CA students who are very good in doing this or helping you to do a trial in your office, make them sit as a volunteers inside. Because I recall I've done a program in Madurai in the month of December. 120 people are trying to connect at the same time. We have not planned really. There is no volunteers. It took me like 1.5 hours to manage all the 100+ people to connect this. So please make sure that you have enough volunteers to connect this. Yes, sir. So I've given the taxable value from this case, even though it's a multiple ledgers. So shall I move on to the next one, sir, which I want to share multiple items which I've analyzed, I got to know in the last 45 days. Or any other doubts I have, I'm ready to clarify.
Yes, sir. This instead of Microsoft query, can we use the get data ODBC?
Sir, get data ODBC you can get, but however, the data has been imported as a text. Okay, you need to tell it as it is a date field. So there are some in importing while data has been pushed from Tally to another application through Microsoft query, it is properly taking the date field as date, it is taking the text field as text, number field as number. But however, importing through ODBC or importing directly to the Power BI, you need to go and define what each fields are. Sometimes it is not taking properly.
Okay.
You need to say it is a decimal field. Then the importing error is not coming, sir. But
actually, if that is solved, then both are equal.
Yes, sir. And also very simple, sir. You can import it into Excel file, then import the Excel file into Power Query. Or sorry, Power BI. Then because Excel already branded it as date field and text field. So importing this data back into Power BI solves your issue easily.
Okay.
Yes. So
sir, if on a test basis I've tried another data which I have, then when I'm trying to open those the initial 2 names are there, right? SARC.
Yes.
Vouchers, those columns are not appearing over here. It is starting from adjustment classification.
Yes, that means TDL is not loaded in the Tally properly, sir.
Okay.
Or Tally no. TDL is not loaded, sir. You have to go after connecting. You need to go to this F1L.
Manage TDLs.
TDLs. And it should be saying like loaded here. See here, collection.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible. It's visible. Thank you.
Okay. If there's some problem, it will not come. Yes. Shall I go on to share what I've done, what I've seen in the last few months, sir? 40 days. Is any more questions, sir?
Okay,
or
sir.
Any more doubts you have?
Okay, sir. Please proceed.
Yes. Sir, what has happened in the last 40 days is there is a product called Tally on Wheels. Anyone using it, sir? I don't think so. I don't get any response. Okay, there is nobody using it, sir. What it does is exactly taken our similar data like called a ledger and uh, ledger and vouchers. They have done around 200 reports out of it, sir. 200 reports, sir. So, okay, Ramasubbarao got for a demo. Sir, you can go very well and see they are giving reports like this, sir. For example, see here, sir. I'm going to apply a filter in this ledger part of it. So I'm going to apply a filter here, sir. I'm going to take sundry data and I'm going to take the balances, the minuses ones are debit balances, sir. So I'm going to say it is a number filters greater than 0. Sir, sundry data is having a credit balance are these 4. Likewise, they are doing creditors. So I'm again, I'll remove the filter. Primary group, I'll take sundry creditors. Now having a debit balance lesser than 0. Now this is sundry creditors having a debit closing balance, sir, these items. So like that, they went on creating like hundreds of reports, sir. All ratio analysis, they got it in one page. So they got, even in transactions, sir, journals where cash was used. Cash aggregating 10,000, 269 SS and T payments. So they went on creating multiple reports. I said on the demo to them that I will certainly subscribe, at least to get a copy of all the reports they have. And also very important point, sir, they were like, we can able to do 20 more items which they don't have the source. And I have got an idea. I introduced 4 or 5 more fields which will help us to generate a similar kind of reports. But one advantage, sir, one of the disadvantages with the product, the data is our data is with them. Our data is with them in the cloud. So in this case, the data is with us. Another difference, all the reports are ready-made for them, which is taken by the system. No kind of, nothing to deal with this power pivots or power queries or pivoting table, doing totals, applying formula, nothing like that, sir. They do it everything by themselves. So only upload the data, sit, relax. In few minutes, you get all the reports. Even a schedule 3 reporting also they have done, sir. So many things they have automated with this 2-3 data sources and got a good audit automation product, sir. The product name is Tally on Wheels. But one problem, they are retaining the client's data in their cloud servers. So if somebody can see to it, and also many are that day were volunteering to Geeta madam that we can have form a informal study group and take it forward. I think in this place, sir, if people are very good in Excel macros, or even does not have macros, they can say, sir, this kind of report is available with using this data. But one gentleman is asking me, sir, cost center, we can do cost center wise reporting. So we can come out with ideas, what is not there and what is there, and what kind of pivot tables I'm using to get the data. We all can collaborate and create an automated report, sir. For example, after inputting a click of a button, we will generate 20-30 reports in one shot. That system itself automatically. So there are three stages in this, sir. One, identifying the data which is already there, and identifying a manual report. If both are done, sir, I can do an automated scripted code, give you an Excel file, click of a button, all these reports are being drawn upon with this, utilizing this 2 tables. Or if you want to import multiple tables also, another 2 more tables also we will do and create a multiple reports. In that case, I believe audit will be truly automated from Tally. Even the working is also not required. A simple non-user also, non-Excel user also can able to import the data, click a button and generate all these reports. I can do it, sir, but I want to, crowdsource this. Maybe we 4-5 can join. who are good in this Excel, very basic Excel, or one you don't even know Excel, sir, this report is possible, ideas alone is fine. And there are 2 more, 3 or can join with me for the Excel macros where we can go and achieve this on an automated tool. It could be a long drawn process. It might take 4, 5 months or 6 months down the line. But end of the month, end of the 6 months product, for example, if we do 3 reports in a month, we will end up at having 20 reports from this data output, which we can take it forward to any level. Yes, over to you, sir. I think I've shared my thing, what I've seen in the last few months. Any more comments from you? I'm ready to take it, sir. Any more questions also? Yeah, I think Padmanabhan sir still his issue is not being reconciled. I will come, sir. Yeah, this Prasanna Kumar sir is ready to volunteer. So I'll note down your, sir, please, if you are ready to volunteer, please put your name and number in your chat box, sir, so that I'll please take a note of it, as well as the location, so that we can take it forward. Prasanna Kumar, yeah. Ashwin Chopra, okay. Deepak Siddharth. Deepak, I think you are from Erode, right? Ashwin.
Yes, sir, from Salem.
Oh, yeah. I recall you. Okay. So there are 3 people I got now. Sir, also, sir, only idea also fine, sir. Not only you have to contribute, idea good thing na kuda podum. Idhula nariya report la nam edha mudiyum ungalku therinjirundha kuda podum. We can take it. But only thing we need to some time. Ramasundar, noted, sir.
Sir, can we import only limited ledgers out of using this TDL from a tally data?
Sir, you can do it, sir. Further, you need to tweak the little bit of TDL, or you can do a power query utilizing ODBC import option. Filter the ledger there itself. Ledger name contains so and so, or the group contains so and so. You can filter. In Excel, you can import everything and do a filter. Or also, you can try this item, sir. I'll show you. Data, get data, other sources, Microsoft query. In this place, for example, in this particular place, for example, you're going to take ledgers, all the ledgers. Here, I think you have next. This is only sorting. No. Primary group equals or greater than contains. Contains sundry data. Okay. I don't know. I've never tried this, sir, but it will works. Yes. Sir, working, sir, filtering.
Sir, in the test data that you provided, sir, ideally in Tally, there can be either one debit and multiple credits, or multiple debits and one debit, one credit. Okay, vice versa. But what happens is, whatever
Sir,
the data
one
which we
point,
get,
sir, you can have multiple debits and multiple credits also.
Yes,
20
sir.
debits
That
and
is
20
what we
credits
are,
also possible.
that is what, in such a case, how would we identify this is the debit and this is the credit? Although there is a description, for example, sir, if there is one debit and multiple credits, we can say that all these credits are mapping to that one debit, and vice versa. In case of multiple debits and multiple credits, how would we arrive at a value that this value is mapping to this?
Tally is allowing, sir. You can use formulas and find that. That's it. That is how we can identify. Then why it is allowing, I don't know. I cannot able to explain which account actually debited and credited. Telling that is difficult. I agree completely with you.
that is the main problem we are facing. Whenever people are coming, we have been trying to explain them. Because you cannot, because since mapping will be difficult, you cannot have multiple debits and multiple credits in the same entry. You do one thing, you do this, but they say, sir, when tally is allowing, why are you saying we cannot do? When I'm asking this, which entry is mapping to which one? Sir, that we don't know. That is their response.
Sir, it is still there, sir. Still tally is allowing. There is no feature to block this. It is allowing, and we need to take care about that. Maybe probably in this tool, you can able to identify that. Sir, any other questions, sir? Sir, and one thing, sir, I understand, initially I thought this program will be immediately started, but there was a learning curve to all the members concerned because you're seeing this kind of import and export first time. My suggestion, initially there is a small problem in, small difficulty in starting this kind of a technology session. Some members have never taken a CP session. I know from the initial feedback we have got. My suggestion is, sir, at least we all know in our office there will be one Excel master, one tally master will be there, some paid assistant or article assistants. I suggest when we take this session on tally TDLs to the members, please insist on removing all their doubts in connectivity. Once it is connected, data is with them. Even though you can do one or two, it's one or two processes, one or two solutions, one or two reports out of this, it's fine. Then the member themselves in their office, they will, go forward and do it. Eventually, we will take, we are 4-5 have already volunteered their names. We will very soon in consultation with our regional council member, Arun sir is there. In consultation with them, we will have an informal study group or any other study group below any committees. We will have this informal study group, and in 4-5 months down the line, we will bring out automated reports from Tally, where another click of button, all these reports being generated and created in the Excel itself, so that the end user not necessarily has to work with the Excel functions, pivoting, unpivoting, introducing a function and doing a lookup, introducing a sum ifs, like that. All right, sir. So only one question is pending. I think I have to help one person to still loading issues there. Sir, who is that, sir? I found it.
I'm Mr. Padmanabhan.
Padmanabhan, yes, sir. Sir, can you put your any desk, sir? I'm ready to, correct your error.
Any desk, yeah.
Yeah. Sir, make sure that you don't have any client's name on your screen, sir.
Yeah, it's okay. Is it team viewer is okay?
Sir, I don't have team viewer, sir.
Yeah, I will put it in any desk.
Please call me, sir. Even after the end of the session, you have my number. You can call me, sir. Ready to take it, sir. So, any other questions, sir, before that? So, I think Deepak Siddharth is saying we have tried replicating Tally on Wheels report to generate 15 reports already done. So, Deepak Siddharth, we can connect, sir. Already 15 reports are ready. We can able to give it to the members on this. Sir, also, sir, in this due process, it's a learning process, sir. I think to create this tool and give it, I tried for the last 7 years. I would have put on more than 10,000 hours. Now it is very simple. Data is there. I'm playing around. I suggest, sir, anyone can able to create any new reports from your mind. Sir, this is solved. This kind of details we can able to.
Sir, see. Any desk, my address.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
546.
546.
782. 229.
Sir, you are not connected to the internet. No. It's my connection, sir. Sir, another problem, sir. Here, they have a firewall and any desk will not work. Sir, Padmanabhan, sir,
yeah.
You can connect with me later, sir, after this session, sir. I'll personally help you out.
Yeah, sir. What
because
is
I
your...
need to plug it out, connect it back to my...
Number, sir, your number.
My number is 9566 218 667.
Thank you.
Sir, also, you can ask the branch to share that GitHub page to the members.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that the members can go through that, connect and come.
Yeah.
Half of the trouble will be over, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Because, you
So
know, initially we have this trouble.
Yeah. So I am in your page only, but thing is that when I try to connect
No,
it.
but fine, sir. I will come and help you out, but I'm just telling generally.
Yeah.
all
Understand.
the
Understand.
Before organizing, give
Yeah.
the link
Yeah.
and
Sure.
ask them to install and connect
Sure.
and come. Try to see
Sure.
connect and come.
Sure.
Yes, sir. Any other questions, sir?
Sir, no, doubt is that not connected to this.
Yes, sir.
Sir, which method you are following for extracting financial statement from Tally after downloading to Excel?
Sir, here it is, sir. You have this ledger data.
Yeah.
You have this ledger data, correct?
Yes, sir.
Suppose you're going to have, for example, let's assume this is notes. Sheet 3 is notes. You're going to have accounts receivable. Okay, you want to
There is
connect
a schedule of the accounts
receivable. You want to say less than 6 months. You assume all are 6 months. You can do a small sum if, sir. For example, you can type sundry debtors here, or parent or primary group. Sundry debtors you can type here. You can do a sum if.
Okay.
Okay, and take the range here as sundry primary group. Take the criteria as sundry debtors. Sum range as amount closing balance here. Enter. So debits comes in naturally negatives. I'll go to the change the sites. So hide
we
this.
can use ABS also, sir. ABS function.
Yeah, it will change. Instead of hiding, I've deleted, I guess. Hide. So see, sir, what has happened. Now this is connected to the formula in the back end. I'll go and change something, sir. 4,44,000 is there. I'll go and change this, sir. See what has happened. So if it is connected live to the tally data, to the financials, next time you do a revision for some entries being changed upon audit, connect and refresh back, the data gets changed.
Okay.
Sir, last year I've done, sir. I don't do much audits. I do less than 20 audits. So almost, now 18 data is already connected. This year I'm going to connect. Connect and just refresh. Old data, old structuring is there for that particular client.
Okay.
Almost the same structure we are working on this year.
So
this will
you
help
want
financial statements. Revising the yes, sir. Please go ahead.
If you want opposite balance, we can give some ifs, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Also, when in a voucher data, with the vouchers and the master data, you can recall from last year, we need to give the financial statements outstanding for less than 1 year, more than 1 year, like that.
Yes.
1 to 2 years, 2 to 3 years, more than 3 years. If there is a continuous tally data, the same voucher data, even though bill reference is not properly followed by the client, the same voucher, the ledger details, you can take that report from tally.
Okay.
The report.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, any other questions, sir? Padmanabh, sir, you can connect me after this session. I'll help you out.
Yeah.
Sir, after loading the data, as you said that we need to have one master file, which will have it in some folder, which will have it in D drive. So what happens is, after refreshing, I mean, I've changed the company. I've got a new company. After refreshing the data, there are certain columns which I don't want. So after actually loading, is there a way to modify? Because in Power Query, when we go to transform data there, we can remove certain columns. Is it possible over here?
Yeah, I'll show you, sir. You can go to data, get data, other sources, Microsoft Query. Suppose you are going to get the ledger master data here. Here in this place, if you don't want a previous year balance, you can remove. You don't want whether it is a revenue or balance sheet, you can remove.
My query is after loading the data, not here. After loading the data.
Sir, before loading, you can stop it, sir.
That's because after loading in Power Query, that is possible. As you told, that we'll just refresh.
True. Power Query was designed in such a way to do any changes, to do a iteration, do back, go, front, like that. So it is not possible in this method. You can very well use it in the Power Query, please. Remove a table itself after all the process is being done.
Achha. That is what my doubt was, because once
Power
if
query
the
was
data
given.
is loaded.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Any other doubts, sir? Karthik, sir. Karthik Kolkapan, sir. Ratnagiri, sir. Arun, sir. Any other doubts? Questions, sir?
Sir, sir, while taking the sessions, we need to take on Tally Prime only, sir.
Sir, it is working in ERP also. Just now I came to know. But Tally Prime will be better. It's been replaced 3 years back, sir. Everyone have got migrated to Tally Prime. If you want to sell ERP also, it is working. Only thing is ERP, there will be a small problem in Excel connectivity. There is also a workaround given in the Tally website. You can check. But it is the advice we have sent to the branches is that to only use Tally Prime. Ask the members to install Tally Prime and a 365, sorry, and a Office 2016 or above with a 64-bit machine. I also suggest you to take sessions with Prime, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Sir, another few things I've updated in my GitHub, sir. Shall I explain you that?
Okay, sir.
Yes. Sir, we were seeing a bit of small queries on the other day in the GitHub. So in my Git, if you go to home, it's very bad here, sir, connectivity. I understand no one I can able to see. Yeah. So there is something called SQL, Tally SQL, which I have done. So Tally connector, there is something called Tally SQL, sir. Sir, we can see which entries got modified after the close of the year, what ledgers created after the close of the year. Even though edit log is not implemented. Shall I do it, sir?
Sure, sir, sure.
Yeah. So I have some test company data 21, 22. First step is I have to, it has to have a basic username and password. So I'll put a small security control with basic username and password. Email ID, I'll give none. Audit features, I'll go give yes. So I have a username called A and A. So what I'll do is I'll go and create a ledger, sir. Create a ledger, test or A, test SIRC. I'll put under data. Some balance I put. So created, sir. So, and I also alter a ledger, sir. Today I'm going and altering a ledger. For example, Abhinami Engineering Works. I'm going to alter, change the value to some opening balance editing and done. Sir, this year is 21-22, not 22-23. But last moment they did this too. Okay, two alterations to the master data. Now how to find it? Simple, load the TDL, go to the GitHub. There is a forensics data by SQL query. I'm clicking on, but you know, my network is not that great here. Yeah, copy. That's a small SQL query, sir, created here. I'm copying this query, sir, right from here. I'm just going to this forensics database SQL query, copying this data, pasting it in the Tally calculator panel, pressing enter. See what has happened, sir. This SIRC ledger, it's only created on 3rd of August. This particular date and time. Last altered time. Sir, can you see any other relative reference here, sir? Any other, any other modifications or any kind of things by the data has been displayed to you? Can you find it, sir? The data has been displayed in such some order. Sir, why Abhirami and the test SIRC first appearing, sir? Anyone can able to pick out this?
So recently amended, maybe.
Yes. Yes.
Alter ID is higher number.
Yeah, alter ID is higher number, sir. The whole data, if you see the SQL query, last field, order by alter ID in the descending. So which voucher, which ledger is altered first is here, sir. So we can see, for example, this is 1st April, last voucher date is 1st April 21, because by default it takes. If I created this test SIRC ledger today, if I go and put an entry in the last financial year, then you can find it is a backdated entry, irrespective of fact whether a tally edit log is already enabled on this machine or not. Only a security control control measure is enough to identify this backdated entry.
Ramajayam sir, Karthik
Yes,
here.
Yeah.
Sir, all the ledgers were on some date it was created. Okay, but only we are getting the created date only for AAA test SIRC.
No. Yes, sir. Why the created date we got for the test SIRC ledger is the created date will get captured only after a security control is enabled in this tally. Okay. All these times I was showing this demo data which does not have a security control at all. Password illama irundhathu, sir. This is the first time I've enabled a security control and created. So it captures the created date.
Okay.
Are you getting my point, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this will be very much useful for all chartered accountants to go and find a backdated alteration to the ledger is happened or not. Similar case, you can also do it in the vouchers also, sir.
So now we can export this to Excel, right, sir?
Yes, sir. Alt E.
Okay, fine.
Excel configure panni kodra vendidha.
Sir, shall I ask, sir, one doubt?
Yes, sir.
Suppose we give a query like select dollar parent, dollar name, dollar closing balance from ledger. We will get to the data, but debits and credits will not be shown.
Will not come. That
Is
will
there
also
any
can
way
be
for that, sir?
For example, that is also possible. If you can say select, you have done it, sir. I think you have put on some efforts here.
Yes, but I could not succeed.
I'll give you, sir. Dollar name, dollar parent, comma, dollar underscore closing balance from ledger. Similar way only, copying this data. So this balance, you don't know whether it's debit balance or credit balance.
Yes.
Simple, sir. There is, so like, I had the same trouble 1 year back, sir. So what did I do? I'll try to open this, Prime. Here you can put, instead of this query, you can write a query called, before this you can say $$ amount. No, I'll first introduce a function called, see whether it's opening, still opening. Give me 1 minute moment, sir.
Okay.
I think there's some issue. No, I'll go on with. There's a function called $$ as CR AMT : if you put before any field, that field will give debits as negatives and credits as positive. Now you got it, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, also, now the header looks very bad now, sir. As CR AMT : dollar underscore.
Yes.
Now you can do an aliasing, sir. You can go and do like this. You can say cash closing balance as CB. Simple. CB nu podum ba enak header appadina aliasing nu or prashna idu irukku, which will go and change the header of the the header of the field, in fact. Sir, similar way, Another one, sir. Another one. I'll connect it here. Now I'll go and alter a transaction now. Test SARC la poi poturen. Alter or create a transaction. Voucher or a payment voucher test. Ledger name I'll put cash. Test SARC I'll put 45,000 as some payment. Now only created, but 31st March 2022. How to identify this? So I'll go to Excel. Go to the voucher. Right click and do a refresh. Now you can go and sort out the alter ID, which will give you the last entered or altered voucher after it's being, connected. The query is still being executed. Yes, sir, it's done, sir. So it's basically at the last. I can do largest to smallest. So this is the last altered voucher entry, sir. 31st March 22, payment entry. Created by A, entered by A, updated date and updated time, sir. So 3rd of August at a 17:45, 13 seconds, this entry got created. So does it gives you any significance, sir? Sir? This is transactions. This is a transaction. Friends, sir, can you able to identify this? Why updated time? I'm not getting any response. What is the significance of the 17:45? Karthik sir, you saw my there?
And that is a 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Some
5 p.m. 5
Sir,
p.m.
after working hours, maybe
Yes.
some of the non-employees may change that kind
Yes,
of
sir.
reflection.
Yes, sir. Some alterations, if it is a controlled environment, some people outside the officers can able to pass this kind of entries. Updated date and time you can find after the close of the year what entries being passed by the client between 1st of April to the date of is going to hand over the tally to you. Updated date will help you having you can go and put a significant additional procedures on these transactions and find the clarity on it before you close the audit. Even this will work irrespective of fact whether the particular data is a edit log version of data or a non-edit log version of data. But only one thing, you need to have a basic username security control of having a username in order to capture those who has entered and what has entered. But updated date and time will generally come in Prime basic version. This will be useful, sir.
Yes, sir. It will be really useful. Great.
Yes, sir. Really useful.
Either edit filter pani, we can see, sir. Most of the audits, get over. Only the client is client was sure about the data and there is no hanky panky, you will pass it in the appropriate time, sir. Last minute transactions, you can always have a tab like this. So with this updated data and updated time. In the original demo data, it is not coming, sir. That data was old ERP data, sir, which I shared already with you. So if you try explaining your, your class with some other live data, you can show all of this. And also I've asked our SARC people to record this. I think it is being recorded. So immediately before tomorrow, before the start of the tomorrow's session, I'll make sure this video link is being posted in our group.
Yes, I was about to ask that, sir. Thank you.
Yes, we have this time we are very clear, sir. Now also initially the record was not proper in my laptop. I think that was the reason it was hanged. So now we changed it to the institute system so that the recording is taken care in the cloud, I guess. So there is no problem. All right, sir. Any other questions before I close on? Deepak Siddharth, so I'll also list down the name. Prasanna Kumar, Ashwin Chopra, Deepak Siddharth, Rama Subbarao, Biju sir from Trivandrum. So these people have given their names to take this to convert into a study group, and create more reports out of this data, or even additional data sources out of this, and create meaningful reports to our community, so that it can serve us more purpose, and truly we can do a audit automation of this ERP. Also, I'm planning to take this forward for Zogo as well, sir. I've identified the data sources. Unfortunately, I could not identify the time for me to spend with Zogo Analytics to import the data back into Excel and do a similar analytics. So also we can able to collaborate. Karthik sir, neenga eppovume in sir, not way. And one thing, sir, there is always some intention for any creator behind in order to make it. This is basically created by me only to help Karthik sir. Initially, I thought, Karthik sir, I'll give you like that. Now today, I can find there are a lot of users. So Karthik sir, you're always in here.
Thank you,
so
sir.
we can
Thank
also
you,
do
sir.
a similar process in Zogo, because many our clients are converting into Zogo. Many clients are coming back out of Zogo. In fact, so there is a product called Zogo Analytics where we can try connecting out through a API or something to the Excel. Still, we can get a similar product like that. But all time is required, sir, to do this research and bring more data to the members. If possible, we get it set into it certainly another 4 or 5 months time after this. Really, after this tax audit season, maybe December, we can have connect again and we can share more data out of this. And any other
Soho
suggestions?
is Indian software. Indian software. Soho.
Zogo is an Indian software, sir. It is made head office in Chennai, and it is competing many products like many products of Microsoft, many products of Google, many products of even Zoom. It has
accounting also.
They brand it as operate. It is not a competitor to Tally, sir.
Oh.
It is not only an accounting software. They brand it as operating system for the business. You want to do account, you want to do only invoicing, it gives Zogo invoice free of cost. Today in my office, whoever clients who come in, fresh, a small startup with 4 bills a year, they want to do it in manual, I say go and download Zogo invoice. End of the day, you send me the report out of it. Simply digitalize. Zogo Books, a very simple 3,000 rupees product, where a typical Tally like bookkeeping is possible. Then they have a lot of things, Zogo Finance, Zogo Inventories, Zogo One, they have Zogo Emails, they have Zogo Meet, I don't know, it is Meet. A lot of things at Zogo Sheets, like Google Sheets, they have Zogo Drive. So they call themselves as operating system of business. So many are migrating, sir. And also Pandra sir, our chairman sir said, Zogo is going to conduct, series of lectures across this southern region on their products. So sir, in fact, wants this session to take it to the next level before they come. Sir wants to finish this audit automation session through Tally. So over to Arun sir. You want to say anything? Ratnagiri sir, any other suggestions and any other new fields you want me to incorporate into this data sources? I'm ready to take it. Karthik sir, or anyone else, final call for any doubts? Yes, shall we end up this session, sir?
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, Arun sir, you are there, sir? I think Arun sir, Secretary sir, Arun. I think 1 second, sir. Sir has any announcements? I'll quickly, put on a call to him.
That tomorrow Python meeting is.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow we have Python, sir. And any questions, any suggestions, if you have, before in hand, I'm ready to take it, sir. And also, you can post it in the same group. I think Arun sir is on another call. Like he's not even picking my phone. Okay, sir.
Sir, Ramajayam sir.
Yes, sir. It's Karthik sir. Yeah.
Sir, very thank you for this session once again. And if you ask about the ideas, as you know, we have infinite ideas. So we will deal it later.
Yes, definitely, sir. We will connect, sir. We will have an informal study group or a formal study group out of this in the next 1 week period, and we will take this forward. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Any other? Yes, I don't think so. There is any more questions. All right, sir. We will conclude this session. Thank you so much for your participations, my dear friends. So I look forward for your session in the branches. And also keep in touch. You always post me the doubts. Don't think that this is a final section on this Tally TDL before you are going for a live session with the members. I'm hopeful that you can go and come back and we will have a debate. I will have one more session also if you want on demand like this. For any more troubles you are having in the forthcoming sessions which you're going to handle, we will take it and individually I'll try to resolve all your doubts. All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Very much.